Hello, welcome to Whiny Tech Guy. It is May 16th. This is episode number 10. Thank you for tuning in, if there's anybody there. Forgive my crazy hair. It's time for a haircut. My wife cuts my hair, and she's been super busy lately, so I get to deal with a little bit of a shaggy look. I feel kind of like a hippie or something, which we'd probably laugh at because my hair is really not that long. But I like it short, and so therefore I feel like a hippie. Anyway, today, I had to dig a little bit to find some stuff to whine about this week. There just didn't seem to be a lot coming through that sparked my interest, but I did find a couple things. One of the first thing I want to talk about is Ashton Kutcher playing Steve Jobs, and I guess things are getting ready and going with that because there's been some pictures showing up of Ashton dressed like Steve Jobs and his facial hair looking like Steve Jobs, and I don't know. I'm going to reserve final judgment until I see some film coming, some takes, some trailers or whatever coming from it. It just doesn't seem like the right person, the right personality, I don't know, to play Steve Jobs, but we'll see. Maybe Ashton can pull it off. It just doesn't feel right to me, and a lot of people are laughing and complaining about it. I wish it had been somebody else, but I can't give you an example of who off the top of my head it would be, but something feels a little wonky there. So that's a whine. Like, Ashton Kutcher, really? Okay, well, we'll see. Stranger things have happened and worked out. Hollywood, though, I don't know, they don't have a great track record for risking things and having them turn out. Their percentages are usually less than a good baseball player at hitting. We'll see. Anyway, next thing, read a few days ago about the new rules on DVD discs and Blu-ray discs, where there's going to be not one, but 2 warnings that are going to play before your main event, your movie, on these discs that you cannot skip. There's no way to skip them. And it makes me so angry and mad and upset and frustrated that we're to this point, that the millions and millions of people out there that are just normal guys like me that are wanting to rent a movie at Redbox or whatever and put it in our DVD player and watch it have to sit through this crap because some dork out there is copying a movie and selling 1,000 of them as a bootleg or pirating or whatever. These I don't know if, I don't know if this is the government or if it's the studios, Hollywood, that's making this happen, but I don't like it, and it makes the experience bad. And I'm kind of glad that, at least for now, I watch a lot of movies streamed from Apple TV and Netflix, and there's a bunch of other services out there that you're not actually putting a physical disc in. And as far as I know, you can fast forward through these warnings, or maybe they're not even there. And it's a lot harder to pirate something coming through like that, but it's still possible. If somebody really wants to, they're going to find a way. They're going to do it. And I hate the idea that the rest of us, the 99%, have to pay for it because of it's got to be way less than 1% of people out there that are pirating. They should just leave it. Go after the guys that are pirating and not put these stupid warnings on for all of us to see that don't have any idea how to do it. Idiots. Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything more to say about that. That makes me mad. But maybe it won't bother me because more and more I'm watching stuff through online methods. And I think that's the way everything's going. So maybe this whine is a waste of time because it's going to go away. Except for all the poor people out there, they're going to be stuck with their DVD players for the next 10 years and struggle to find discs, and they're the ones that are going to be stuck with watching these warnings. I don't know, maybe that was bad to say. Anyway, I just read today, I almost didn't believe it, but I read it in a couple places. I even read it on Paul Thrott's page about Microsoft's signature PC service. Wow, I couldn't believe this. This is how screwed up the PC side of things on the computer market is. You can take your PC that you bought from HP, Dell, Asus, whatever cheap crap piece of Chinese PC that somebody threw together and sold it to you, at Walmart or wherever. You can take it into a Microsoft store, which there's 16 of them now, and supposedly 21 by the end of the year or the end of the summer or the end of the millennium. I don't know. Anyway, you can take it there, and for $100, they will take all the crapware off of your PC, all the stuff that the manufacturers put on there, the bloatware, and they'll clean your PC off, and it becomes something called a signature PC, and it'll run faster. And that's proven. People have said, yeah, it works, it runs faster. I don't even have words to describe how crazy that is, and that Microsoft would actually officially support and do that service to make money. It just boggles the mind how crazy that is, and that people will just, dutifully march down to the Microsoft store and here's my PC and here's $100 bill. Would you clean it off for me? I just bought this PC and I want to make it faster. And to know that Microsoft, and I know that they have power to do these things because they're Microsoft, and I've worked there and I know a little bit of what it's like inside there. They have the power to put pressure on these PC makers and make this kind of thing go away. I know it's all about money. These guys get a little bit of money for every stupid crap piece of software they put on these PCs, hoping that people will get sucked into their stupidity and pay for them later for full versions or whatever. And so, these PC makers make a little more money on a very low margin business. Yeah, I get all that, but there's got to be a better way, and they've got to try harder because the experience is shitty. It's just shitty, and that is not good. And you might as well just, hand some users over to Apple. They're getting more and more users all the time. Their PC numbers, the Mac numbers that they're selling every quarter are going up and up. Their percentages going up. Yeah, it's small compared to the entire PC market as far as total users and total PCs out there, but it's growing, and I think people are starting to see, and through them buying Apple devices like the iPhone and the iPad and even the iPod, they're starting to kind of get an idea of, maybe these guys at Apple have a little bit more figured out. And my next computer, maybe I'll buy an iMac or a Mac or a MacBook instead of this PC. I'll give them a try, and then they buy it and they go, wow, that's what it's all about. This is really cool. I love this. And I can't tell you how many people I've seen personally around me that have done that, and they're like amazed. Like this fog of ridiculousness has been taken off their minds. And they found nirvana, and they found heaven or something, and it's just sitting right there at the freaking Apple store, and these people have been duped and screwed around by Microsoft and these PC makers for decades now. And way to go, Bill Gates. Yeah, you are personally responsible for this shit, and you ought to be ashamed. I don't care how much money you're giving to the freaking kids in Africa. It's not going to make up for the debacle that you have caused on the world in the form of Microsoft Windows and Microsoft crap being on PCs and the PC makers and what they're doing. So, take a second and think about it differently, pull your head out of your butt, and go make something happen, make this better. You're going to save the Windows and PC market if you do. If you don't, fine, kiss it goodbye. It's going out anyway. You guys can't make a tablet to save your freaking lives, and that's where things are going anyway. So I don't know why I'm whining and complaining about PCs. They're not selling because people are starting to see, I don't need to buy this stupid big huge box to put on my desk or under my desk on the floor that gets in the way, that makes a lot of noise and sucks up the power, and I have to sit tied to a desk to use it. Well, I guess if you buy a laptop that's not true, but boy, have you seen PC laptops lately? Man, my wife brings hers home from work, and she asked me to go get it the other night, and I pulled it out of her backpack, and I was like, wow, this thing, you could kill a small child if you dropped it on him. What, that's a laptop? You're going to break your leg bones putting that thing on your lap. What a crock. You look at a MacBook, the freaking thing's made out of solid aluminum, and it weighs less than these things, and just feels so much better in your hands, so much more solid and beautiful, and just so much better. Sorry, if you're a PC person and you're actually watching this, and you're still in that fog. You're going to be mad at me and wonder, what the hell is he talking about? I don't get it. Yeah, right, you don't get it. Pull your head out of your butt and go to the Apple Store and let them show you what a good experience is like, and what better productivity is like, and what happiness is like when you're computing, instead of just being a Robotron sitting at your desk and staring into it. And that 1984 ad that Apple did is still as effective and real, the reality, as it was back then. It still is. PCs suck, Windows sucks. I can't believe Microsoft is making a business out of helping your PC work better. So they send their operating system to the PC makers, and they put it on their PCs to sell to people, and then they put some other crap on there, and then you take your PC back to Microsoft to have them clean it off. Wow, this is just amazing. So Microsoft gets paid for the people buying their not their iOS. Oh, that was a Freudian slip. Buy their OS, put it on, and then they get paid again for taking crap off. Well, that's beautiful. But these guys that must have been a Steve Ballmer idea. Talk about the worst CEO ever. What a dork. He should be fired 20 years ago. It should be retroactive. Somebody should go back in time and fire his butt. And he's probably responsible for this. Hey, I got an idea. Let's charge them extra and make their PCs the way they should be in the way they should be in the scope of being pieces of crap. Let's make them suck less. And they could have done that to begin with. Anyway, that's it. That's my whining for today. Every Wednesday I try and put one of these out. If I can find some stuff to whine about. I guess I did today. I got a little animated. Today is May 16th. This is episode 10. It's 2012, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Goodbye.